Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. Wanted to take a quick minute today to talk a little bit about this storm that's coming and sort of how do people react to it. Now, prepping should be a day-to-day thing, and I've heard this so many times over the years. Well, I'll wait to get that, or I'm going next week to the city to get whatever. There's always people always have a reason why they can't get something done. And I think this is one of the biggest problems with trying to get and stay prepared for something like this storm that's coming. And there's some other things too that people say, but the procrastination is probably the biggest one. Everybody waits to the last minute. And when everybody waits to the last minute, that's when you have the panics, the runs on stuff. You go into stores and they're half empty. There's long lines at the gas station, and there's long lines at the ATM machine. And there's just all these problems that are basically caused by procrastination. Now, there might be a certain amount of people that, didn't get the news or live under a rock or didn't hear, this or that was going on. But as a general rule, it's plain procrastination. And I've got a real simple rule when it comes to prepping and sort of day-to-day prepping. Years ago, when I felt that our preps are up to snuff the way they should be, that I have enough here for different things that could happen, storms or whatever the problem might be, I took the I took the stance that if I use something, I'm going to go replace it right away. And I've done it to the extent I've even annoyed my wife on multiple occasions. Hey, we need a bag of this, or we need a couple cans of this, or we need a bottle of this. And she's like, just get it when we go to the store on payday or whatever. And I just never do. I'm a bad person that way. I never do that. I will go and replace whatever we use as soon as it's possible. And it doesn't matter whether it's stuff in your pantry, it's the gas in your vehicle, it's things like, changing oil in vehicles, or, you got something that needs to be looked after. You go and you have that done just as soon as possible. And you keep everything as best you can up to that level. And, and in a lot of situations, I'm going to say probably 75% of situations that have happened to me personally, having that done, having that stock and everything built up and kept at that level has benefited. Even in my just latest thing that I had here, I didn't have to worry about the people here at home because I knew they had plenty of groceries and plenty of stuff like laundry detergent, and all the vehicles had gas in it, and just those basic things. Something as simple as keeping your electronic stuff charged. I don't like electronic stuff that's at 23%. I like my stuff at 95 to 100% all the time, because you just never know when you're going to have to rely on that stuff. um, you always are going to get caught off guard when SHTF happens, no matter how well you prepare, no matter how well you think you have things squared away. There's always something that you didn't think of, and that's what's going to jump up and get you. And with this storm coming up here, they've been hyping this storm up on the news for the probably the last 5 days already, and you can just kind of see the angst in people as it gets closer. Because I'm basically in observation mode right now. I'm just kind of watching and seeing how things transpire. But you can see more people at the gas station. You can see the grocery stores. I mean, it is close to Christmas, but this kind of puts a kink in Christmas because it moves everybody's plans forward. And things like that are another thing that you got to keep in the back of your mind. Well, there's a storm a couple of days before Christmas. Might not be able to get out, that procrastination thing, might not be able to get out on Christmas Eve or the day before to get those final things. So then everybody's trying to rush to get those things in now. So that's always the procrastination thing that we face as preppers. But don't fall into that trap. Keep your stuff topped off. And another thing is you don't have to worry when you go out. You don't buy big hauls of big grocery hauls of stuff. Instead of having 2 carts full of stuff, you have 2 bags worth of stuff, and that also helps your OPSEC in the long run. So anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little something out of this video here, something to think about. Always keep your stuff topped off, and then when things happen like storms or other little hiccups in life, you're squared away and you don't have to worry about going out if something happens. Anyway, appreciate you guys. You guys take care out there.